presented by Franklin Motor Company. It's the Sports Source Week 2 Highlight Show brought to you by Franklin Motor Company. FRA Boyd-Buchanan to lead things off. This game was a thriller. Pick it up here, start of the second quarter, all tied at 7, and the ball is loose. Picked up by our Jack-in-the-Box Athlete of the Week for Week 1, Keeling Hunter. And he's returning it 81 yards, touchdown Panthers. Let's see it again. A huge play as Boyd-Buchanan was driving, looking to take the lead back. They originally led 7-0 before FRA tied it up. You see just maybe some miscommunication on the option there. And Keeling Hunter making it hurt. 81 yards for the score. FRA leads at 14-7. They were up 21-7 on a 35-yard Sam Harvin touchdown, but Boyd-Buchanan would battle back with 2 scores in the second half to tie the game. Now we're in overtime. FRA with the ball first. It's the senior Alex Chase giving the Panthers the lead with the touchdown. 28-21. Let's take a look one more time. Good blocking up front. As Chase is able to follow some blockers into the end zone. Now Boyd-Buchanan a chance to tie. They take it down to the 3 on their first play, but on second down, stuck. Benjamin Jackson got there first. A play later, still on the 6-yard line. 4th and 6 for the game. Cooper Hodge looking for Jack Keebler, but it's incomplete. FRA wins it. Buccaneers looking for pass interference. Even the Panthers were hesitant to celebrate at first. Take a look at the replay. This angle, there's a little bit of contact. We'll take a look. We'll slow it down a little bit. Woody Weaker might have pushed off a little to get that call in that situation. It's got to be obvious. Panthers improved to 2-1. They play Donaldson Christian on Friday. FRA back-to-back wins at home. Looking pretty good since that opening loss at the start of the season. Spring Hill playing Cascade. In Week 2, the Raiders with a huge game from Malcolm Nicholson. Here he takes a swing pass, and it looks like this play's about to be blown up. Cascade sniffed this one out, but somehow Nicholson gets away, but still runs into a wall of champion defenders that he again escapes from, and now he has blockers in front of him. Top 5 play nominee, certainly. Now Malcolm Nicholson with an incredible run. Let's see it again. Right there, he's stuck right at the line, right well behind the line of scrimmage actually. Somehow able to spin away. Now he's going to run into several white jerseys. He's tripped up there, meets another defender. I mean, that's twice. That's got to be 3 or 4 missed tackles for Cascade. Then the spin move, and all of a sudden, he's got a wall of blockers ahead. Nobody's going to touch him the rest of the way. What a run from Nicholson. He wasn't done. Now second quarter, tied at 7. Again, going to Nicholson. To the left side, gets around the defense. See ya. 14-7 Raiders. Spring Hill would fall behind 21-17 early in the fourth quarter after a pair of champion touchdowns, but again, it was Malcolm Nicholson on the ensuing kickoff. He's taking this one to the house as well. How about Jack-in-the-Box Athlete of the Week nominee? But this one's coming back. A block in the back negates the score, but sets up the Raiders in good field position. They go on to win it 24-21. Now Independence at Summit. First quarter, Indy's Andrew Bunch finding Nate Johnson. It was his primary target most of the day. Johnson dragging the defender in. That's the second touchdown. They lead at 14-0 over Summit. And after a lightning delay and an Eagle touchdown later, it's 21-0. And Andrew Bunch not done throwing touchdown passes, this time finding Malik Webster for 18 yards and an Indy score. It's 28-0. And then Dom Childress would get in on the scoring action before we got to the halftime break. He takes this pitch out into the end zone to push the Indy lead to 34-0. Nice hurdle there. Also, it was 41-0 at halftime, and that's when Coach Scott Blade would lay off the gas. Indy wins it 48-7 to improve to 3-0. Eagles looking really good. And now, our fan of the week with Donna Bismarck.
So tell me what's going on. You're all like
we're having a blackout tonight, and we're the flag runners, and we run the flags before the game and after every score.
So is this your typical attire for flag running?
Not typical. Usually we're decked out in red, white, and blue.
Okay,
yes,
but for the blackout, you decided to go
yes,
all.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so when did you decide to do the blackout thing?
We decided on Monday. We decided since we're gonna blow out Summit, obviously, we're gonna black them out. So, yes, ma'am.
Oh, so that mean you expected to be Big Zero tonight?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Okay, because you are so into it and you're totally got it with this whole blackout thing, we're gonna make you our fan of the week.
All right, that's awesome, yeah. That's great.
So we can partner with Jack in the Box.
All right, yeah.
And so we have a code for you to text and you will get a free taco.
Awesome, yeah, that sounds great.
All right.
That's cool.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, I appreciate it.
Of course, we want to remind folks that this show wouldn't be made possible without the help of our sponsor, Franklin Motor Company. You can see here the kind of cars they have in their lot. They have sold over 30,000 vehicles, so give them a call today at 615-865-7350 or visit them online at franklinmotorstn.com. Franklin Motor Company, your ride is here. As you can see, that's just a few of the options there. And you have now off to, which was another really good game, Father Ryan traveling to Brentwood Academy. Pick it up in the first quarter. Jeremiah Oatsville looking deep downfield. He's got his man, the freshman, going in for the score. It's 7-0 Brentwood Academy. And of course, the Eagle students liking what they see in the student section. 7-0 BA on top. And now here's Father Ryan, a good chance to tie the game. Good pump fake by Cameron Towns. He's got Bryce Vickers open, but he's suddenly met by a Brentwood Academy Eagle who lays a hat on him at the last second, knocking the ball loose. If we get a field goal out of it, it's 7-3. Now a big third down in Brentwood Academy. Blogging up the middle. Now 4th and 7. We're in the second half. Father Ryan electing to go for it, and Cameron Towns throwing off his back foot. It's always dangerous, and into double, triple covered, something like that. Picked off, and with acres of space, going to the house. Touchdown Brentwood Academy. It's 14-3. They go on to win 21-3. Advancing to 3-0, Father Ryan falls to 2-1 on the season. Now to some girls soccer action. Innsworth traveling to BGA. Game opening up early in the first half with teams getting some opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net. And right here, a good chance for Brentwood Academy rounding the keeper, but it's cleared out by Innsworth. Taking away a good chance, and here's how the first goal of the game happens. Just being a little careless, Olivia Rose finishing for the Tigers. They go up 1-0 in the first half. Still more highlights from this one. On the corner kick. The ball bouncing around in the box. Dangerous area. Flicked on and saved by the keeper. Chance for Innsworth to go up 2-0. They would score second goal. They win 2-1. Centennial Ravenwood Volleyball. The Cougars looking to beat the Raptors, who are a perennial powerhouse for the first time in several years. And they've got a good chance at home. As this one is close in the final set, and some crucial points coming from both sides. As a nice set would end up leading to a big Ravenwood point, as you see it just going back and forth. Good volleying by both these teams. And this is just technique. An incredible back and forth action until finally The Raptors get the point, 24-23. Then the Raptors put it in the net. It's 24-24. Centennial a couple points away from securing the win. And now just 1 point away. Looking for that crucial game-deciding point. Match point. Here you go. Centennial sends it over. No one from Ravenwood makes a play on it. And the Cougars defeat Ravenwood. Here's what the Centennial head coach had to say about the game.
We really have worked this week on finishing plays. And when we get to a point to finish the game, we're really not letting up and finishing that. I think it kind of proved tonight on that last fourth game. Because we could have given up very well, and we could have given them the game when they went up 25-24. And we just fought back, and we all played together. And luckily, we were on the good end of tonight's win. But Ravenwood is always a tough match, and they're going to be a tough match all season long. So.
Like we mentioned, with the OVC headquarters being in our backyard, we'll bring you some of the highlights from around the Ohio Valley Conference in several sports, starting with football. And Tennessee Tech won last week 33-7, struggling with the Sycamores at Indiana State this past Saturday. Indiana State up 21-0 there. But back to punt, and the punter taking his precious time getting that punt off, and Tennessee Tech able to recover. Jordan Patrick picks it up for the touchdown. Rather odd play leading to the Tennessee Tech score. Special teams getting it all done. Almost getting in there again are the Golden Eagles. But this time it's Ladarius Vanlier. He's got one man to beat, and he's going around him as well. Oh, there's actually one more. There you go. Beating in the last two Sycamore defenders to get into the end zone. It really wouldn't matter as far as the final score would go. That made it a close game at that point, but Indiana State a little bit too much for Tennessee Tech. And Sycamores win it 49-14. Going now to a thriller in Chattanooga. 2 hours away from where we're based. Jacksonville State was in Tennessee on Saturday. And a solid run here by DeMarcus James. That set up a 21-yard field goal from Connor Relu, who would put it through the uprights, making it 20-14 Jacksonville State. Chattanooga connected on 2 field goals before the end of regulation to tie things up, so we go to overtime. After the Mocs had to settle for a field goal on 1st and 10 from the Chattanooga 13, Eli Jenkins taking it himself, winning it for Jacksonville State. An impressive road win for the OVC powerhouse from Alabama. They're now 1-1 on the season as they win it 23-20 over Chattanooga. Good road win for Jacksonville State. Now on to SIU at Eastern Illinois. Good rivalry here. Eastern Illinois' new quarterback, Manley, with the touchdown. Andrew Manley. Not an easy job taking over for Jimmy Garoppolo, and Panthers trying to pick up where they left off last season. That's also not going to be easy. Nearly an FCS championship for Eastern Illinois. Now 10-12 to play in the third quarter. Stephen McKinney, a 19-yard pass for Mark Iannone. That's tying the game at 21. Now 5:44 left to play in the third. And the Salukis are going to take the lead for good. Malcolm Agnew, 24 yards right through the Panther defense and into the end zone. 28-21 SIU. They go on to beat the Panthers in Charleston. Now to the top 5 plays from in and around Williamson County here in week 2. And it's the block punt, but really this is a not top 10 for Indiana State. It's like they were just conceding 7 points. I don't understand. Look how long the punter is holding onto the ball. It didn't decide. I don't know if it was supposed to be a fake. It didn't exactly work out. Number 4, our Jack in the Box Athlete of the Week honors. Picking it up after the fact. Gets named Athlete of the Week and then says, you know what, I'm even better than that. Touchdown for Keeling Hunter. That was huge. That was a 14-point swing, or at least it could have been. And here's Page. I'm not sure if this is the design trick play. Sure looked like it, but I'm sure it wasn't designed to give Marshall County the ball in the red zone. They were not fooled. And this one's nearly being taken back to the house. A touchdown saving tackle here, but Marshall County would finish it off for the score. They would defeat Page. The Patriots dropping to 2-1. You saw those highlights mostly on Friday. And number 2, Jay Osborne's in our top 5 plays again, and this time for a one-handed catch. Again, another highlight you might have saw on Friday evening. Incredible catch. The only thing we could say is could have had a better view of it, as he's reaching out with his right hand and hauling it in. And then at number 1, Malcolm Nicholson. We're going to slow this one down again. You saw it earlier in the show, seeing it one more time because it looked like this was going to be a loss of several for Spring Hill. And somehow it turns into 6 points. As he gets into a mess of defenders, able to spin move, get away, and score. That's our play of the week. And remember, you can vote for your play of the week, whether it was the trick play with Summit or if it was what you just saw. Remember, you can browse through our site, check out sports, go to the Prep Sports page. You can see scores from around the county every single week, updating live on Friday nights. So you see what it looked like last week. There's notes. There's plenty of coverage from all of the big games, every game in Williamson County. So be sure to check that out on Friday nights. And once again, going to the Prep page, you can check out all the shows that we do here on the Williamson Source. So if you saw it there, we'll see you Thursday.